Hello guys. Welcome to my channel, Full on Drama. Today I have brought you 5 Am I the Asshole Reddit stories. Story 1. Am I the asshole for threatening my wife with divorce after she quit her job to be a tradwife? I don't even know where to begin with this. Me 34 male and my wife 33 female have 2 kids together, 11 male and 9 female. Me and my wife have been together for 12 years and married for 8. Around a year ago, I noticed my wife increasingly sending me these tradwife or traditional housewife TikToks. I have nothing against that type of relationship, but I don't think it makes sense for our current family situation. I do earn quite a bit more than my wife and enough to sustain our family on my own, but I don't see the need to do so. I work 80% and my wife 50%, and besides Wednesdays where the both of us are working, either one of us is always home for the kids. I could work a 100% and let my wife be stay-at-home mom. But again, both of my kids are attending school and in my mind there is no need for my wife to be at home 24/7. She got increasingly pushy about it over the past 2 months, and again, I just kept on telling her that there wasn't any need for that, and if we did decide to go down that route, what would she do during the hours my kids attended school? I know damn well our house doesn't need to be cleaned for 6 hours a day. She would constantly try to butter me up with, "You would have dinner ready every day when coming home from work," and something about unlimited blowjobs or some bees like that. Again, in the nicest way possible, I would remind her that our kids weren't toddlers, and our current work-life schedule allowed us to function perfectly fine. We got into a pretty heated argument 2 weeks ago about it, and my wife completely stopped having sex with me to show me what I would be missing out on. She's basically been treating me like a roommate since. I just thought she would get over it and this was just a phase, but God, was I wrong. I came home from work yesterday and saw a bunch of presents on the dining table. At first, I thought they were all for me since my birthday was in a week, but I saw the labels on them addressed to my wife. I read one of the letters attached to one of the presents. The last sentence on it was literally, "It was so a pleasure working alongside you, and I wish you all the best moving forwards." I thought this was some sick prank. A few minutes later, my wife just casually strolled into the living room acting like nothing was wrong. I guess she saw my mad expression and had the audacity to tell me that, "You'll get over it." I just lost it. I just left without saying another word and went to my parents' house. I feel absolutely disrespected. Why the would my wife think it was okay to just quit her job without telling me and just expect me to be fine with it? My wife has been bombarding me with texts and calls demanding to know where I am and that the kids miss me. I just told her to go find a lawyer and that I was done with her, and then proceeded to block her. My son just sent me a voicemail crying and asking why I was divorcing mom and if I was leaving the family, and I guess that kind of broke my heart. I haven't responded and honestly don't know what to say to him. My mother-in-law has also been demanding that I return home and apologize to my wife. My parents also seem to be siding with wife since they are traditional Muslims. My mom also used to a stay-at-home mom. I feel like I'm wrong for immediately jumping to divorce without hearing her out, and besides this whole job drama, love my wife too much for this to be the end of our otherwise perfect marriage, but on the other hand, I feel like I've lost complete trust in her. Should I just swallow my pride and let my wife stay at home from now on, or should I follow through on divorcing her? How should I navigate this situation? So, am I the asshole here? Story 2. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend the jewelry he bought me is fake? This happened on Valentine's Day and it's still been on my mind. I am 32 and female. My BF is 36 male. We have been together 7 years. We have a very good relationship, but he has not proposed. We both have decent jobs. We bought a house together, cars together. We raise our kids together. A couple of holidays he has bought me jewelry. It has always been thoughtful, and things that I have wanted and liked that he remembered from a conversation. Let me also tell you that I am a jeweler for a big jewelry company. I get a very good discount of jewelry that would apply to him shopping for me. It's not hard for me to see when something is fake as I inspect and fix other people's jewelry all day. The first time I didn't say anything. I assumed he probably got swindled and I still wore it. The second time I did not say anything again, and again still wore it. Now on Valentine's Day, he got me something I've been looking for a long time. I was so excited. I couldn't help but to be disappointed when I realized it was fake as well. I felt an urge to ask him how much he paid for it. I was thinking, is he getting ripped off from the same company over and over, or does think I don't notice? I said something, but the way I said it I still feel bad about. I said, "You know it's fake, right? Like all the other jewelry you got me?" I could see he looked sad when I said that. I tried to smooth the situation out and explain these rare gems cost a lot of money. If this is less than $500, it's most likely going to be a fake. I don't want you to get ripped off." He said no, he didn't pay that much for it. Part of me was relieved and another part was kind of upset he didn't research it at all. I don't want him to spend that much of me for Valentine's Day. But I also don't want to wear fake jewelry when I work with jewelry experts, and I'm a jewelry expert myself. This isn't a big ongoing fight or anything. There's not a bunch of drama tied to it still. But did I prevent him from wanting to buy me jewelry in the future? Should I have just kept quiet? Am I the asshole? Story 3. Would I be the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend because she asked for a date night? Last night, I 25 male got into a big argument with my girlfriend 25 female. She's accusing me of being a bad boyfriend because I got so upset about her wanting to just spend a romantic evening out, and I heard her saying that to one of her friends this morning. And now I'm thinking about breaking up with her. We've been together for almost 4 years, lived together for 2, and she's stuck with me through so much. Mental health crap, addiction crap, personal life stuff. And in turn, I've tried to support her through anything she needs me with, but I recognize there's an imbalance. A little over a week ago now, I got custody of my little brother 6 male because of his mom's death, and it's seeming like I'm going to be his main caregiver for the very least until he turns 18. I talked with my girlfriend about it before I took him in, and she understood and seemed understanding, has even helped out with getting his room ready, and really seemed to get on with him. But yesterday, when she was talking about date night, the things she was saying made me feel a bit dodgy. Wouldn't it be nice to finally get some time alone and having a night where I wouldn't have to play parent? And I took a lot of offense over the idea that I was playing a parent, because right now my brother is my main priority. Because he's in a really rough spot and I am for all extents and purposes his dad now. I told her so, and it started a bit of an argument, and she brought up how easy it is for our relationship to die if I'm not even going to take an evening to spend with her, which is 100% true. Right now, I'm doubting if I can give my girlfriend the love and attention she deserves, especially right now. I don't know if it would be cruel of me to promise that things are going to change when my brother's a little more settled, or if I should just break up with her or take a break because I can't say anything with certainty. Really looking for an objective opinion. Would it be an asshole-ish thing to do to break up with her? Story 4. Am I the asshole for letting my girlfriend be homeless? I started dating my longtime friend about 7 months ago, and while I've always had a crush on her and loved her personality, she has a recurring problem. She has a hard time finding or keeping a residence for long periods of time. She has no family that is responsible enough to turn to, and her friends are all either moved out of state or married with children, so she doesn't have many places to turn to. Not long after we started dating, about a week, she confessed to me she was behind on her bills, rent, car payment, to the point that she couldn't provide for herself. Being a longtime friend and now BF, I helped her out by giving her $700 so she could write her sales. That helped until she fell ill and missed a week of work, so she would be behind again on payments. She suffers from a compromised immune system, so I wasn't going to hold that against her. I gave her another $1,000 to cover expenses so she could have more than enough to make the upcoming payments and still eat. Then her uncle ruins the relationship between her and her landlord, meaning she only has a month to find a new place to live. She refuses to live with a roommate, and after a month I convince my parents to let her live with us in my room rent-free. Not long after she moves in, she quits her job. They were abusive to the point of law-breaking, and she looks for a new one, taking about a month to do so. I pay all her costs at this time for another $600-ish. Then she lands a job at chain coffee shop and needs a new wardrobe for the dress code. I front the bill for that and the makeup for about $1,000, including makeup and new clothes. She starts the job and is immediately being harassed by staff for her short height, some not even helping her get things from high shelves. She then falls ill with COVID and misses more than a week of work. The coffee shop demands she take a leave of absence for some reason, but we decide it's better for her to look into getting an older job back. I pay her expenses for another $700-ish and she goes back to her old job. Now, after 4 months, and able to make money, my folks want her to leave, having overstayed her welcome. But she doesn't want a roommate and wants to get a house with me, a goal I'd been saving up for nearly a year at that point. Now she living with a coworker until the end of the month and will be homeless after, unless I find and close on a house. She's upset that it isn't happening fast enough for her, but I feel I've done a lot for her already, and she needs to square her own rigging and find a place to rent with a roommate until I have enough saved up to buy a house. Story 5. Am I the asshole? My husband tells me to stop asking for help and just do it myself. Today, my husband, my 15-month-old son, and I went to a friend's place for her birthday celebration. While eating, I was holding my son and asking for a napkin because he was making me and himself wet and dirty. And as my hands were full and my son was sitting on my lap, I asked my husband as nice as I can for a napkin. For this, he had to get up and walk 5 meters. But he decided that I don't need one and made a joke to use my pants to smear the mess on. And I asked again. Nope, he did not get one still. Anyways, in the car later, I told him I did not understand why he can't help me, and he said again that he thought it is no needed to get a napkin, but if I ask that means I need one. He disagrees. He got mad at me for telling him this and said I should not nag because after all he spends all day with me and for me with my friends. Also, he told me next time I should just give him the baby and go get them myself. Am I the asshole for asking for help? Update. This morning he acted very kind to me. Asked how I slept, if he should cook for me, and he cleaned a lot. This tells me I was right to be upset and he knows that he was not good to me, but he has not talked to me about it yet or apologized. Also, thank you for all the powerful comments and different opinions. I don't think he deserves all the harsh comments, and also divorce is not necessary, but he has to improve. Update 2. So far all he talked to me was about helping me or if I need something. And one thing was especially surprising today. He packed an empty luggage with winter clothes to make more room in the closet. First I thought he is leaving, but then he asked, I am putting my winter clothes away. That's a good idea, no? With a cute voice. But no apology or explanation yet. And as long as I don't get this, I won't interact more than necessary. Update 3. We talked and he was sorry for all the points I needed to hear to be sure we think the same way and have similar values. He told me he had a little bit too much to drink and wanted to be funny, but he knows also he should not do it like this. Also, he explained me that when I mentioned the napkin he got mad because he helped me a lot this day, and all I do is finish the day with complaining about one thing instead of seeing all the good things he did. In the future, he will tell me, for example, I will help you more next time and take it seriously when you need me, but I am also sad that all you think of was this one mistake I made when the rest of the day I put so much effort in. So no divorce, no abuse, but it was really not fine. Thanks for watching. Comment down your verdict. Subscribe for more such videos every other day.